And late tonight, the Oakland County prosecutor revealing potential new developments in the investigation.
There's an additional piece of evidence that hasn't been released yet.
A lot of new information coming out today about the teenage suspect and the two encounters he had with school leaders the day before and the day of the shooting.
Sadly, earlier today, a fourth victim lost his life. Mara McDonald live tonight outside the Oakland County Jail. Mara, we are learning a lot about these warning signs that seem to lead up to the shooting.
Devin, that's right, including that this suspected shooter's in-classroom behavior had become so alarming, his parents were called down to the school the day of the shooting for a conference with administrators. And investigators are saying, from what they have discovered, this was not a spur-of-the-moment decision. Madison, Tate, Hannah, and today, Justin, all dead after a 15-year-old student at Oxford High went on a rampage yesterday, with 7 others, including a teacher, wounded.
Sir, do you understand all the charges against you?
Yes, I do.
Ethan Crumbly was charged with 24 counts, including terrorism and first-degree murder in a crime the prosecutor says was no spur-of-the-moment decision.
Judge, a preliminary review of the defendant's social media accounts, his cell phone, as well as other document evidence recovered on scene, show that this defendant planned this shooting. He deliberately brought the handgun that day with the intent to murder as many students as he could.
The accused shooter's behavior had raised red flags before yesterday.
We have since learned that the schools did have contact with the student the day before and the day of the shooting.
Yesterday, before the shooting, that 15-year-old's parents were brought to school for a face-to-face meeting with school administrators over his classroom behavior. Just under 3 hours later, school cameras recorded him.
And what's depicted on that video, honestly, Judge, I don't have the words to describe how horrific that was.
The accused shooter seen coming out of a bathroom and firing, aiming for students' heads with a gun his father bought last Friday. His parents, who briefly appeared during his arraignment, are also facing potential charges.
With the right of owning a gun comes responsibility. And the responsibility of a gun owner is to securely store that weapon and to keep it out of the hands of somebody who could kill people. And in this case, that does not seem to have happened.
Prosecutor McDonald says she's limited with what she can share at this point, but did say this late tonight.
There's an additional piece of evidence that hasn't been released yet, but I can assure you it was troubling, it was disturbing, and unfortunately, he was allowed to go back to class.
Back here live, that 15-year-old is being charged as an adult in this case. He has since been moved here to the Oakland County Jail. The judge said no bond, and his attorney entered a not guilty plea for him. We are at the Oakland County Jail tonight. I'm Mara McDonald.